It's been nearly a year since this concrete shell was dropped off, which was supposed to be a plunge pool for the container home. For now, let's just say things didn't exactly go to plan, but they're about to. We're back in the driver's seat. We're taking back control of this project and we're gonna salvage it.
Yeah, so there is so many things with the container house that had like a ripple effect from this, from the electrical and plumbing not being able to be finished, to the deck not being able to be built, which meant that the scaffolding couldn't go up so we could side the tower and put our heating system up on the roof.
The list, honestly.
Inspections, like it's a big list.
It goes on, but you know what? We love making lemonade, and we are gonna make this project be so much better than it ever could have been, and I'm fired up. I'm good. We're gonna make a coffee, and
I was gonna say we'll have lemonade after. Right now, coffee.
We're gonna have a coffee. It's really early here, but we're fired up, and we're excited to bring you along. So let's get after it.
Wake up, wipe the sleep from your eyes.
Deceptive how heavy it is.
I got a bunch more cut inside, but got a lot more to cut still.
I should put some glue around it.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but didn't.
It's right. Just grab the glue, Todd.
How are the fumes from it?
Hey, man. They're good, man.
That's some good shit.
This smells more than that stuff, I think.
Oh, yeah, it does. That's all water-based and stuff.
This smells like tar. There must be tar in it.
This here, yeah.
Yeah.
The whole back of it is.
Oh, is that what it is?
Do you think it's better we start at the bottom and kind of peel our way up?
Probably. You know what, the sticks?
It's on.
Like it's on pretty good?
Yeah.
Ready for that one?
Yeah.
So we line it up with the lines, is it?
Yeah, it has to overlap.
What do you want me to
I
do?
say just let that end go and we just take this end taller and then just peel it back.
Oh, yeah, sure. I was a bit nervous. We were so traumatized by that 3M. Like I thought this was gonna be bad.
Not to brag, but I think the size they're cut is perfect.
Not to brag, but hold on to your seats.
Let it go, let it go, let it go. What you don't need, don't take it with you today. No, don't you know, don't you know, don't you know, like a river you can.
So now that the entire pool has to be buried, you can imagine how wet it's gonna be with the concrete all around, like having soil right up against it. So it's really important that we treat this more of like a foundation. So building science has come so far in the last 10 or 15 years. Now when you would do a basement foundation, you would make sure to apply a membrane all around it, put in clear stone. You just don't want water sitting, you know, next to concrete. It will always find a way in and crack. So we're really gonna take the extra steps that we need to. It might be a little hard to tell from these sheets, but they're really, really thick rubber. So basically how it works is that goes on top of the green goo and it acts as like a barrier basically for water to not actually touch the concrete, which is exactly what we need to make sure this pool outlasts us. All right, I gotta grab another sheet.
You know what? We're gonna get real good at this on the last one.
Definitely not on this one.
You guys struggling?
Nope. Just having fun, making memories.
It's a brand new day. Yeah. It's a brand new day. Whoa. It's a brand new day. It's a new day. It's a brand new day.
Definitely a teamwork project.
Yeah, that's how you make the dream work. So then what I was thinking, Ty, if you want to be pulling this out to stop it from sticking behind him, and I'll pull the paper.
Oh yeah, it is way easier with 3 people.
It's just because it's so long, like it's hard to hold the top and the bottom out while still pulling the paper.
So now I guess we should probably cut out all those holes.
Yeah.
Did you bring your big caulking gun?
Oh, for sakes.
Really? Guess we're not the only forgetful ones. Makes me happy.
You were supposed to call.
Don't try and pass this off. Did you think it would go better or worse?
Worse.
Really? Same.
Doing the blue skin turned out to be way easier than the 3M fiasco of last summer. I don't know if it's just because it's not as hot right now, but it's way easier to work with.
Yeah,
Did
it
you
was.
find?
Yeah, way easier. I think it's thicker. The 3M, when we were doing it, as soon as you peeled the paper, it just wanted to fold back on itself. This you can actually it's self-supporting without the paper.
Yeah, it made a really big difference. Now what we need to do is, normally pools have insulation before you pour the concrete. However, this company, for some reason, thought we're in Canada. Why would you have pool insulation? Like,
Ground's warm enough.
ground's warm enough.
Like the underneath. The upside was always us, but the underneath has none, so we're just gonna double up the walls
Yeah.
to try and make up for the heat loss into the ground.
Yeah,
That's the theory.
crazy.
Crazy bones.
All right, want to just get to it?
Sure, do it. Oh, forgot about the knife blade on top of that.
Can't forget about that, love.
All right, I'll cut a piece and here's the glue.
Okay. Ooh, getting a show this early.
It's that time of year, though, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I never know what to wear.
I just know it's gonna get warm, so I wear shorts.
But I'm so cold in the morning.
Gotta keep moving. I'm like a hummingbird. Just like beaten.
Or a annoying 30-something-year-old with ADHD.
Took my little orange pill today, so this is the medicated version of Todd.
I'd stay in a couple inches from the edge,
Okay.
and then I just go back and forth like every 8 inches or so.
Line it up at the top.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sturdy.
Gonna hold?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
Do you want us to move that stuff over closer?
Nope. I'm staying over there in the shade.
Makes sense.
Watch the sunrise through the windows of our car.
We're cruising right along with this. It's going way quicker than we thought. This is gonna do a lot of work in making sure that the pool temperature when we're heating it stays warm. So as you can see, the sun right now, all of that energy collecting in the night would dissipate if we don't have insulation. This is really the proper way to do it, but especially for pushing it in the more shoulder seasons, like in October. Obviously, we're in Canada, so it does get quite cold here, but we wanna be able to harness this pool and use it as close to year round as possible. So that's why we're going a little bit overboard with the insulation, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. Totally worth it?
Yeah, when we're swimming in March.
What about February?
Yeah, we'll do that. A little Valentine's Day dip.
I plan to be here in January for my birthday.
Perfect.
There you go.
Pool party. Maybe by then we'll have the water slide running. Got some
He's not
holes
kidding.
here.
He said it was a missed opportunity that our bedroom window up there, that we didn't put a water slide connecting there into the pool. Don't encourage him in the comments, please. All right, we're gonna keep on insulating this and keep going.
And I will let you to.
How are you feeling? Are you happy we're doing all these extra steps?
I'll be happy if it works.
Yeah, that's the thing, like we won't know.
For a long time.
No. And just like that, we've got the first layer of insulation on the walls. This is not sponsored, but when Todd and I came up with the idea to really push the envelope on this pool and make it as close to year round as possible, we knew that we would have to have quite a unique heating system that is completely off-grid. I cannot wait for you guys to see it, but they came up with such a cool plan, and part of that, they ran a simulation, so month by month we can see for our exact location how much energy will be required to heat the pool based on the insulation levels. And the difference between having only R12 and R24 was massive. It makes sense, right? Like, we're kind of turning this into a gigantic hot tub with the insulation we're doing, but this is gonna be a really big win. And thanks again, you two, for really like believing in us and letting us know that this is possible. It feels really empowering. So let's go get the second layer on. We're gonna get it
I
done.
wanna be by your side when we light up the sky for the world.
Is this the next one?
Yeah, he's got to do the holes and the. Oh. He's falling behind.
Yeah, so, you're talking to me.
I'll shut up. You'll never hear me talk again.
Yeah, right. God, I can't get over the difference.
I can't believe you're getting that tape to stick to it.
Yeah, I can't either.
Till it rains. I figured that little corner where there's a cavity, I could put some of this foam in it.
Isn't there gonna be a piece of insulation there?
On the top, not on the inside.
Not right here?
There will be, but then you've got that air gap in there.
Oh,
So I had a can of foam here. I was just gonna put a little bit in there. You don't seem so sure, Dumpy.
like we could just cut a piece of foam to go in there.
Do you want to cut one? It's just so small. I'm good with that, if you want.
Yeah, that can is like probably $20.
Do you think you can do one 3 long? to go in it.
3 inches?
Yeah, including the long, like from the long side.
Yeah, jeez. You're getting all fussy now, aren't you?
I was gonna foam it, do my own thing, but you two,
No, I didn't say anything. You didn't hear
your
me
looks,
opposing it.
your looks said a lot.
You might as well use that can of spray as me rolling a half a sheet.
That's what I was thinking. Like it's not worth.
Do whatever you want.
I will.
I can cut you pieces. I can cut you little pieces, but they're not all going to have that biffle in them.
That's what I'll just foam it. I got it.
It's like stop recording.
No, I want this moment included.
What? My can of spray foam didn't work?
Yeah.
That's
And what
okay.
did I say?
I got a funny feeling this shot's going to be brought back up.
Oh yeah, the multiple times I was right today are going to be skipped over, but Tyler's
I don't
right
remember.
once,
I don't remember them.
once a year, and he's including it.
You got that sheet backwards.
Oh yeah.
Side down.
Make sure this makes it in the video too. Oh, backwards. Shit. Take that one out.
Can I take that one out?
Yeah.
Wow, would you look at that?
Wow. And how the spray foam helps hold it in place. Wow. Good job, Todd.
No mention of Dumpy.
Yeah. It was cut perfect. Good job, Dumpy. God, you need a lot of praise. Is that you gotta go?
Todd is so sweet, you guys. When my alarm went, I was humming and hawing if I still wanted to go to my appointment, but we had a little sidebar conversation and I'm just feeling really, really sappy right now. I love him so much, but anyway, I wanna be really honest with you all about something. Obviously, whenever we create these videos, and really anyone online for that matter, what you see is oftentimes what the people want you to see, and you really never know what someone's going through. And for the last few months, I have been struggling, and I'm working through it, and maybe one day I'll talk to you all about it, and maybe I won't, but the reality is having someone that I can talk to is really, really important. There's no other way that I can explain it. And while this is technically a sponsored portion of this week's video, I very genuinely have a therapy appointment in 11 minutes. If you're not familiar with BetterHelp, and just to be clear, it's better H-E-L-P, not Better Health. A lot of people get that mixed up. But what it is, it's an online therapy service. So all you do when you sign up is you fill out a quick survey about who you are and what you're looking for in a therapist, and you get matched with someone who caters to your unique needs. I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I wouldn't be able to finish this appointment and go back over and continue building with the positivity, with the outlook that everything is going to work out fine, because it always does. It's helped me in so many ways, and trying not to be emotional. These aren't I'm not sad. I'm feeling like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, which for a really long time, I didn't feel that way. It can feel overwhelming and hopeless sometimes when stress is on you, and I'm feeling really, really good. And huge shout out to BetterHelp. And sorry, this is such a sap fest, but it genuinely has helped me so much, and I know it will help so many of you as well. If you want to check out BetterHelp, I'm going to put a QR code right here. You'll save 10% off your first month of therapy. You can also click the link in the description box down below. Again, I cannot recommend this service enough. It's been life-changing for me, and make sure you check it out. All right, I'm going to get some composure and jump on this call, and we'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Good morning. We are super excited for today's project, and that's because the pool is finally going to be taking shape. Well, the exterior ground of the pool, I should say. So now that we have all the insulating done, we have the blue skinning, the vapor membrane, all of that is behind us. What we did yesterday was quickly ran the drainage tile, or I I think it's called weeping tile. I'm not really sure actually, but it's basically this plastic tube that is wrapped in a fabric that allows all the water to drain into it and move it away from the pool. We do not want any groundwater sitting against the concrete walls of the pool, if that makes sense. If you hear that noise, there is a dump truck dropping off clear stone. So what we're gonna do today is spread all of that clear stone around the pool to really make sure it's as high quality as possible. Obviously, we didn't go through all of that work of insulating and the vapor membrane for nothing. You'll also be very excited to hear that Mel is officially back. He is doing a load in the tractor as we speak. So he is bringing it down to this area in front of the pool, and we're starting to backfill it. So Todd's job is
Breaking.
yeah. How are you doing?
It's a lot of work,
Yeah?
but it's good. It feels really good to be moving on with all of this. Like, it's been almost a year of just staring at this, so.
Yeah. All we needed to do was take it in control and do it ourselves with our own crew and people that we trust. If you've been watching the channel for any amount of time, you know how great Mel and Dumpy are. We are so incredibly lucky to have them, and it's just such a positive work environment, and I don't know, I'm feeling very grateful today. I don't know if it's the sun on me or what's going on, but I'm on cloud 9, so we're just gonna get this done and get after it. Look how good it's looking already. We've only been doing this for 30 minutes. So exciting. So I'm gonna grab a shovel and start helping Todd. Mel just waved if you didn't see it. So what do we do now? Just keep spreading his stuff?
What he's got to do now is he needs to build up a bank of fill, like pit run, on the outside, because it's a cheaper product, and then the clear stone is what's going to go against the pool.
Gotcha.
So we want to build a wall to hold the clear stone in, otherwise it's going to slide out and just be wasting money on product. How's it going?
Good. So I brought actually 3 pellets, but 2 of the ones I want.
I just wanted to say a quick thank you and a shout out to Robin. She watches the vlog, so hey Robin, thank you for coming out today. That really meant a lot. She brought so many different options and things for us to think about and choose. The tower is such a big surface area, so making sure we're going with a product that is really gonna bring it to life, but also give the rest of the house an accent. It's so important. And shout out to all of you in the comments from that video where we asked for your opinion. Like, a lot of you pointed out that the existing siding that we were gonna go with was a little too small. You're totally right, but now we're stuck. Should we go with the concrete kind of color or the more dark gray? I know that they look really close, but it's just such a big decision. So I think we're gonna noodle on it. If you guys have any opinions, let us know as always. It's a big decision, but back to work. Thanks again for coming out, Robin.
Like it, never seen it like this before. Authenticated, no identical. There's one in
Oh, this is a lot of work, but so worth it. What we have been working on right now is the exit to the French drain on this side. So it was kind of humping up here, which means the water would only be able to get so far and then not go all the way out. So we dug it down. It's on a nice slope all the way into the forest. And then Mel's just bringing some clear stone that we're gonna put around it. That way there's still drainage on the way out.
Basically, it's so the mud doesn't clog up all of the fabric.
Yeah.
Just right here.
Anyway, it's going really, really well. It just feels so good to be moving on with this project after so long and so many like setbacks and confusion. It's really nice because this allows us to then build the deck, which then allows us to finish all the siding on this side of the house as well as the tower. There's just so much that has been held up because of the pool. So feeling good.
Mel has been cruising with the tractor. We're making such good progress with him dropping each load and us spreading it. That is gonna be done in no time, except we just lost a tire. So this tire has been giving us grief for a little while. Luckily, we ordered a replacement one. We've had this resealed several times and it just keeps popping off, especially when we cut a turn too tight, if that makes sense. Thankfully, Todd's mom was in the city and she's picking it up right now and bringing it to us, which is just such a relief. Also, we've never done a tire replacement on the tractor before. We have done it on Ruby, if you remember. That was like a whole afternoon of us learning how to do it. We don't have time for that, so huge shout out to Timmy, Todd's dad. He's gonna stop by and help us get this so we're back up and running in no time so we can get this pool filled in.
Like, this is the 4th time that tire has popped off, so clearly it's broken.
I know what I didn't bring was a hammer.
I got some.
Yeah.
Big hammer or just like a regular
Well,
one?
something we gotta, pretty sure that's not gonna come off the rim without.
Talk to me. Are you where you wanna be? Oh, honestly.
How come they don't have a battery operated torquing wrench?
Probably do. I just got a cheap Canadian Tire one. I only get cameos on YouTube.
That was a pretty quick repair. Saved us for having to do a call out fee. We were
That's
not gonna be able to
actually
do
the
that
snow
that
blower,
quick,
not
so.
the tractor.
shout out to Timmy.
You want to try to hook up the back on it?
Yeah.
Rolling up your sleeves, poured yourself another margarita. Said if you wanna leave, it'd be hard for me to blame you.
All in a day's work. I'll tell you what, it really, really pays to have friends and family close by.
Be a nightmare, just the two of us.
It really would. Can you imagine?
I don't know how we got as far as we did by ourselves.
Yeah, like something like that seems like relatively simple, or I'm sure to some of you it seems simple, but that would have been the rest of our day. Like we would have had
And then
to
a
stop
long time.
everything.
It would have probably just sat here with no tire for a couple of weeks. We would have got frustrated and then just sold her for scrap metal.
Yeah. Anyway, back to filling in the pool.
Let's go.
Let's do it. We got it.
Talk to me. Are you where you wanna be? Oh, honestly. Are you who you thought you'd be by now? Who you thought you'd
At least we're getting our exercise in.
Yeah. We're stockpiling exercise for winter.
There are so many moving parts here today. We have insulators coming to quote. So Todd and I are gonna switch out.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about insulation.
talk to me? Are you where you want?
What a day. Having a little cat nap.
So much got done today.
How are you feeling?
Tired. I had to go take my boots off. My feet were sore. I
Yeah.
can't wait to go take a shower.
It has been a day, but it's looking really good. Like to be able to be this high up to the pool is really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Like I can see it taking shape.
You said it best. Like you feel like we're starting to turn a corner, not just with this, but with
Mm-hmm.
everything
Everything.
here. I feel like we've got our momentum back and our energy back, and
Yeah.
we've got the right people helping us.
That's the most important thing. That is really the key.
How we thought we could do this on our own is stupid.
Yeah, well, we should have. Like, from the whole, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this whole situation would have been solved if we just had have trusted our gut, trusted the people that
We
know,
knew.
we knew. Would have saved us a lot of time and hassle. But on a more positive note, look at how much rock we've got in here. So it's
Yeah.
looking really good. Okay, we're gonna go shower and get cleaned up and just enjoy our evening.
Yeah. Should we save water? Good morning. It is another busy day here, but Dumpy and I have gotten started on the inside. So what we're doing is, well, two things. We're working on framing this door. So this is going to be a door that swings open this way to get into the closet under the stairs for this bedroom, but also our electrical panel is there and our hot water. And then what we also need to do is we're going around and just putting little pieces of wood wherever we need to install some trim or baseboard. The reason for this is we went with metal studs anywhere that we're touching the container so that we don't have condensation building between the wood and the container, which can eventually cause it to rot. That's why we had to use metal. But the downside of that is when we go to install our baseboards and trim, we would have to use a special screw, a finishing screw, to get into the metal, and then that's a bigger hole to fill, so it's more time consuming on that end. I'm going to get going on screwing these in because he is going way faster than I am, so I gotta catch up.
He's blocking across the top's the main part.
Attaching those ones is probably gonna be an after lunch project.
Let's get in the car.
There you go.
Going with the self-tapper now. There we go.
So while Todd and Dumpy are inside working on the baseboard and getting all that framing finished up, I'm outside with Mel and the dump truck drivers to figure out everywhere that we need to put the rock and then spreading it, filling it in. So I just got a load dumped off right here. Don't fall down the hill. So you can really see once you're down here how steep this hill is. So by building this up all the way there, when we get to the deck, it's gonna be so much safer. Like building the deck on the hill, it just doesn't make sense. Plus, we'll have to do cross bracing if the height of the deck is too far off the ground. We're learning a lot. There's a lot of little steps that need to happen, but big picture, it's gonna be awesome. Like another load's coming, so I'm gonna run out with them. You can say what you want about us, but we are not afraid of a bit of hard work. It's been a lot. It's 250,000 pounds of rock so far is what we've got brought in. It's pretty cool to see this taking shape, and for like 1/10 of the price of what we were quoted. Yes, it's hard work. I am exhausted. I cannot wait to go to bed tonight, but at the same time, it's incredibly worth it. I'm so glad that we made this decision, and I know I said this yesterday, but that we've taken the power back ourselves, and you know, we've got our crew, the sun is shining. What more do you need besides a nap and maybe a cooler and a float in the lake? Also, cooler, float in the lake, and then a nap. That's the correct way. There is no workout like that. My sides are burning. They're like on fire. Feels really, really, really good. It's looking so awesome. I can't get over the difference in elevation from when we started versus what it is now. It's pretty cool, but something tells me we have a lot more to do. And by the looks of it, inside, they're still moving along with putting all the backing on. Are you? All right, back at it. Well, folks, I think we've done all we can.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
I know, but we're really trying to live with work-life balance and appreciating how much we can get done in a day, and that's all we can get done.
Yeah.
It's actually been a while, like I would say like 6 months. That's been kind of our intention this year, was to really find that work-life balance. And I don't know if you've noticed, but this is the 15th Sunday in a row that we have been able to post because we have set those boundaries. And
yeah. That feels really good to be able to, I guess, consistently show up and spend time with you all every week. But
it's a record for us.
Yeah, like it is like, it can be kind of overwhelming to like be doing all these physical projects and then figuring out like all of the editing that goes into these videos. Like it can be a lot to balance both, and I don't want to sound complainy here at all, because we absolutely love what we do, but it's been tricky for the last few years to be like, okay, we've got as much as we can do for this project, and it's okay to take a step back. However the video turns out is how it turns out.
I mean, at this point, we're 2 years behind schedule. What's another 2 years?
Yeah. The reality is like, I think it would be really cool if this whole video, at the end of it, you know, we had the whole deck built and we were jumping in the pool, but hey, that's not this channel. Like that, no. That's cool for other people, but we're just figuring it out as we go and having fun along the way.
Exactly, and trying to figure out where we're gonna put that water slide and support it and get the water running to it. You know, we got things to figure out.
What do you guys think? Should we do the water slide?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to pack up? We should get going. It's time to head back to the lake. Ty's gonna start editing this video, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna find some project to pick away at over there. And
Well, I'm sure you'll be up to lots of stuff.
oh yeah, I got my Pinterest boards all ready to go.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for spending some time with us this week, as always. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and leave some love in the comments. It really does help the channel out, and we'll see you Sunday.
Bye.